Your Grace, it isn't safe here any longer.
The Red Keep is the safest place.
Oh, shut up, you dick.
The gates of the Red Keep.
Yes!
Another king for you.
Oh, nice. Prat.
I'm the man who killed Jaime Lannister.
What a dick.
I'm going to kill her.
You think you wanted revenge a long time? I've been after it all my life. And look at me. Look at me! You want to be like me? You come with me. You die here.
Man.
Sandor. Thank you.
Oh, man. Hound's gonna die now. Shit. I don't think the Hound's gonna need to, is he?
Your Grace? Hello, big brother.
Here we go.
Sir Gregor, stay by my side. Sir Gregor, I command you.
Obey your queen, Sir Gregor.
Whoa! I think the Hound's gonna die. Do you know what? I don't feel a bit of remorse for her at all. Not one bit. Why is it going to die together?
You're hurt.
Doesn't matter.
You're bleeding.
Come on, Hound. Please, Hound, win. It's not going to stop him, is it? God. That's a hell of a shot with the sun behind him. Just get underground. Come on, Aya, get up.
Take my hand. Get up. Get up.
Chop his head off.
Fucking die!
Stitch that one. Don't know that one so much, did you? Probably should have done that at the beginning. What? Oh man.
You need to fall back! Fall back now!
She better be alive. God for that. Oh man, this is really hard to watch. Oh yeah, just move, get out of the way, don't...
You have to keep moving.
We can't go out there.
You have to.
Oops.
I want our baby to live. I want our baby to live.
So why did you do what you did?
Don't let me die, Jake. Please don't let me die. Please don't let me die.
Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Only us.
Feeling so conflicted at the minute. Obviously still alive, hanging in there. Wow. Oh, come on, Aya, don't let Aya die. Don't like that. What's going on? I don't like this. Something bad's going to happen. Oh, thank God for that. I know I've shaken my head before at the ending, but that was like proper shake. Okay, right. Wow. That was episode 5, season 8, Game of Thrones, The Bells. Oh God. I don't know how to deal with this one. This is weird. I mean, this is quite shocking, really. I'm so torn. Right. Okay. Honestly don't know where to go with this. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. I just don't know. God. Yeah, right. I'll just try and piece my way through it, and we'll get there. We'll get there. So it started off with Varys, which again I didn't think it would happen quite that quick, but he got found out. He was sending notes to. I guess I don't know where he was sending the notes to be honest, but Tyrion basically dropped him in it, which I thought he might. So Varys was executed, and I called that in the last episode, and yeah, again. Yeah, I can't really disagree with that. I mean, I know his intentions were good, but you just can't do that. I mean, you know, if he'd been alive and not done that, he might have been able to have helped that situation a bit. Perhaps, I don't know. But you know, he tried to talk Jon into taking the throne as well, which was a silly idea as well. He's not going to do that. And he paid the ultimate price for it. Later on, Tyrion did kind of beg Daenerys that if the bells ring to stop the attack, the bells of King's Landing, and she agreed. Daenerys then informed Tyrion that Jaime had been caught trying to get back to King's Landing, and he was now a prisoner. She also warned him that if Tyrion messes up one more time, then he'd basically be executed. And then Tyrion, I don't know if it was a good idea. I don't think it was a good idea, to be honest. It was a stupid idea. He set Jaime free, knowing that was probably his execution by doing that. Again, Tyrion's judgment is so wrong. It's been wrong nearly every time. He honestly thought that letting Jaime go, that Jaime would be able to convince Cersei to leave. It was never going to happen. I knew that. I mean, come on, it was just it's a silly thing to do. So stupid. Oh man, it really annoyed me. Oh, so my head is really fuzzy at the minute with what's just happened. Oh god, this is crazy. It's crazy stuff. We saw the Hound and Arya turn up at King's Landing, as well as Jaime, of course, the following day. And the tension, obviously the Gold Company, is it? Their army were waiting outside the gates. They had the Unsullied and the remaining Dothraki on the other side. Well, I guess the remaining, whoever else was part of it, I'm not sure. There's so many different parts to that army. They're just facing each other off outside the gates, and then everyone started getting nervous, looking up in the skies. We had loads of these the crossbows, the Scorpion crossbows everywhere, as well as Euron's fleet at sea. They all had them as well. There must have been 100. I mean, there must have been. There were loads of them, and it just went so silent, and then everyone was just looking up in the air. And it was Euron that actually spotted Drogon in the end, because Drogon was kind of in the sun to sort of block, so that no one could sort of see him. But Euron spotted him, and then all hell just broke loose. Drogon flew down. They started firing the I was so nervous that Drogon was going to get hit. I mean, there were so many crossbows, but Drogon is another level to the other two. He just torched the entire fleet. I hope Euron was going to die then, but he managed to escape. And then the Gold Company sort of stood outside the gates, and you heard this rumbling, and then suddenly just this ball of fire just came through the gates and flattened most of them. And that was Drogon just coming through the gates, and with that, the Dothraki and Unsullied just stormed through the gates. Then it all kind of went a bit crazy. It went completely mad. The bells rang, obviously, and Tyrion was glad that he could hear the bells ring, but it didn't stop anything. It was just crazy. It just turned into an absolute massacre. I mean, I'm gutted. I think that's the feeling. I'm feeling really let down and really gutted. Not with the episode. The episode was amazing, but just, you can't. I love the Unsullied, and I love the Dothraki. They've always been really cool, and that I'm really disappointed that they went that way. There was one point where Jon and Grey Worm were kind of leading the army in, and they had a kind of a face-off with the Lannister army. And then after a little while, I think they realised that we're going to die here, so they all dropped their swords. And I thought, great, brilliant. But then with that, Grey Worm just launched the spear into the guy, and then it was just an all-out massacre. It was crazy. And Jon's just stood there like shocked, because he didn't want to fight any of them, but then he had to in the end. They were running towards him, and he had to start killing them. But I mean, they were just massacring women, children. There was one woman that was going to be getting dragged off by one of. Well, I don't know what part of the army he was. I don't know. I know he was on Jon's side, but Jon had to kill him just to stop him from attacking this woman. In the meantime, Jaime's trying to get to the Red Keep to get to Cersei, and at the same time, the Hound and Arya are also doing the same kind of thing, trying to get to the same place. But Jaime, I think Jaime couldn't get through the gates in the end, so he went the route that Tyrion had told him to go, and he went under and kind of up through the tunnels, and of course he bumped into Euron, didn't he? So they have a full-on fight, and Euron looked like he was winning that. He stabbed Jaime quite a few times, and I thought Jaime was a goner, but he managed to get a sword. And then Euron attacked him again, but he managed to actually stick the sword straight through Euron. And Euron just the weirdest, such a prick. Even when he's dying, he's a prick. All he cared about was the fact that he killed Jaime Lannister, which technically he didn't, because Jaime was still alive. Yeah, it was just horrific. And obviously Jaime then tried to find his way back into the keep to try and find Cersei. In the meantime, the Hound realised when he was in the keep, the Hound knew that his mission meant he wasn't coming out. He was going to die, and he said to Arya, "Look, you can't go any further. You're going to have to go." And she was like, "No." And he said, "Look, you've got to go. You will die if you follow me right now." And with that, they parted company, and Arya sort of basically said, "Look, thank you" to him, probably for making her see sense. That was an awful, horrible scene, because Hound's going to die. And then he charged in, and he met up with the Mountain, Cersei, and her Hand, who shall remain nameless because I can't remember him. And he died quite soon after. And that they couldn't stop the Mountain from fighting with Hound, even though they commanded him not to. And Cersei basically ran away when they started fighting. And Hound was just getting beaten up. He was proper getting beaten up. I'm surprised they didn't have the same actor to play the part. I don't know what the reasons for that were. Why they didn't have the same actor. He definitely wasn't the same actor. And you know, the fight was awful. I mean, it didn't seem to matter what Hound did. I mean, he stabbed him through the stomach. He eventually stabbed him through the eye, straight through the head, and he still kept going. And then right at the very end, the Hound just ran into him and just sort of rugby tackled him straight through the wall. And then they both died. They fell hundreds of feet into the fire. Gutted about that. Absolutely gutted. Jamie and Cersei tried to find their way out, and the way that Jamie had come in was blocked off when they got down there. And so I mean, yeah, it was an emotional scene. They both knew they were going to die. Cersei was suddenly started blubbering, saying she didn't want to die, she wanted to save her baby. Well, okay, if that's the case, then why do all the stupid shit you did in the first place? Why? You could have escaped. You could have escaped at any point. You could have made peace. I don't know. It's just stupid, really stupid. Oh, so they both died. So Euron and Cersei both died, which is a plus. That's probably the only pluses I could take out of this episode. The rest is all just death and darkness. Arya very nearly died several times. You know, it's so many sad scenes. You know, mothers and their daughters, you know, just getting killed. I mean, Jon made everyone retreat, but the remaining people that he could get to retreat. And then right at the very end, Arya manages to find this beautiful white horse. And I thought that took so long for her to get on the horse that I thought something was going to happen there as well. But right at the very last scene, you see her riding off with the white horse. So thankfully she's still alive. Wow, such a depressing episode. But I'll say it now. I mean, I know we've only got one more episode left. There's obviously something in this next episode that everybody hated, or a lot of people hated. But this has been my favourite season. It really has. Just for the epicness of it, and it's just been huge. I've loved every season, but I think the seasons have gradually got better each time. Just slightly better. I mean, I think they've all been high 8s and 9s, you know, but this season's been just crazy. But that has been probably the saddest episode so far. So sad, so dark and depressing. But that doesn't make it bad. Do you know what I mean? It's still amazing. But what's to come in the next episode, goodness knows. I think there's going to be a conflict with Jon. I mean, what does he do now? You know, what does he do? Daenerys lost her shit. She's completely lost it. You know, and I go back to what Sansa did by telling Tyrion. She knew Daenerys was right. She told Tyrion, knowing that Tyrion would told, you know, that and the whole snowball would happen. I'm not blaming Sansa. Don't worry. Don't hate me for it. I'm not blaming her. I'm just saying it was a combination of lots of things that has made Daenerys lose it. Wow. So yeah. So in the next episode, I don't know. I think Tyrion could be executed for what he did. I don't know. I don't even know if there's any structure there anymore with Daenerys, or she just totally lost it. And had she planned it with Grey Worm that they were to massacre everyone? Because it kind of like, she didn't tell him to do it. I mean, he just did it. I don't know if that was part of the plan or what. I'm not sure. God, that was so depressing. Wow. Well, I'm done. One more episode left. Oh dear. There's so much still to do, but there's only one episode left. So I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. I'm kind of dreading it. And they're going to have to tie up the loose ends with Winterfell as well now. That's going to have to come into play. Oh my god. Yeah, wow. That's me done for this episode anyway. I need to go and have a lie down, I think. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. Although, to be honest, there's only one more episode left. So, yeah. But, you know, there'll be more to come. There'll be more different things to come. It'll be fine. But again, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me on this journey. It's been amazing. And I'll see you in the last ever episode of Game of Thrones. Can't believe I'm saying that. Oh dear. But yes, thank you again, and until next time, stay safe and look after each other. Take care, okay? I'll see you soon. Bye.